Yeah, folks, Quilly here. Welcome to episode 2 of our Surviving Mars Relaunch Let's Play. This video is not sponsored, but episode 1 was, and I'm really happy that Paradox sponsored that because I love playing this game so much. And what I was not really expecting is how many people chimed in saying that they also really love it so much and want the Let's Play to happen. So here we are with our colony. I guess we have a vote that we can push, so we might do that. The Church of New Ark is unhappy with us. Oh, they didn't like the additional sponsor research law. Are they anti-research? I mean, way to fall under the stereotype of things. Ooh, residential building capacity increased by 25%, but people are not in favor of that. Unlocks the setting of birth restrictions, info panel, and domes. Okay, that sounds useful. Oh, oh, hello, sensor towers. Long-term, the research stations are going to be amazing. Short-term, the extra scanning is actually more useful. We can change these later. So maybe we should go ahead and go for extra scanning now, which seemed to have plenty of support. It was a little tighter than I expected. All right, we got the founder stage going on. And someone, oh, the Church of New Ark wants the live from Mars tech. We could do that, especially if they're cranky. The more they like us, I think it's easier for espionage later on. Live from Mars, oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, unlocks TV studio, which I don't have any plans on building, but we could research as a cheap thing. But we're going to, I think we'll probably stick with the current queue. And yeah, we don't have a ton of power storage right now. It might be a good idea to build more, but I don't want to overdo it on metals. I think until we expand over here. Hello, anomalies. Oh, is this on the low ground? That is on the low ground. Is there a high ground anomaly? Yes, this one's already being scanned. But I'm going to shift click that one over there, please, to scan that. Excellent. And our RC Seeker, I'm going to properly move you into this area. I'm assuming that I'm understanding correctly about the sensor range on that, boosting the speed via proximity. I mean, if it's not, at least, you know, it's keeping me busy, and that's not so much a bad thing. So yeah, we don't need more power generation, although obviously the Stirling generators would be good. And as I did realize later in the video, the last video, I realized, oh, we are on a high plateau here, so actually wind power wouldn't be too bad. And it was mostly a question of machine part maintenance.
For the first time, a
yes!
human has been born on Mars.
Okay, we got our first Martian born, and as discussed, this is great for a couple of different things. First of all, it ends the founder stage immediately, which means we can go and request more people from Earth, which we might go and do immediately. And Martian borns in general are very strong because there's a lot of buffs. We don't have any of them yet. We don't have any of the buffs that make Martian borns stronger, more useful yet, although at least they don't get homesick, which is good. I suspect we might be... We do have one. How do we have one vacant? Oh, yeah, that's right, because this had 14, and we just pulled in 12 people. Yeah, I thought we were perfectly balanced there, but it was the jobs that were perfectly balanced at. And you know, no matter how much we would like it, we can't have the children. Issuing arrival. Oh, we can't have the children working in our buildings yet, which is a shame. Less than 20 hours of storage remain. That's fine. You know, I'm gonna go ahead, just as a bit of a safety buffer. I'm gonna go ahead and build one large wind turbine. I'm going to tuck it in right here with the same sort of logic that if there's a break in the network, at least it's going to be near the hub and increase the chance that the hub remains powered up. This space might be more precious for things that we'd want our colonists to be able to access. Oh, you know what I didn't do, and I always do, is set up some dedicated stockpiles by the hub over here. Usually I like to have one universal stockpile right here, and these all default to have a desired amount of 3, so people will shuffle some things over here. We don't necessarily need everything here, but it will, like, even just stuff that might need repairs, like we might randomly need in electronics, so it's going to be nice to have it nearby. But then the other thing I like to do is I usually like to put a dedicated food depot near my domes. And I could put a desired amount here to encourage things to be pulled. Really, it's just going to be more convenient and close storage for the food here to minimize that. But maybe I'll put in a desired of like at least 30. Again, it can store more than this. This isn't like a maximum in any way. It will pull food to it until that is met. So if we had food stored over here, which we do a little bit, it'll just bring it closer, which is going to be far more convenient for things. That seems okay. We got a bunch of research points from analyzing one of the things. Oh, and yeah, there we go. Okay. This is great. This is one of my favorite techs. So yeah, our command type rovers start with additional drones and they can control more. I don't really use command rovers too much. We do have one, which is fine. The big thing is the automated mode for RC explorers and transport rovers. Now, the explorer part of it is mostly just like really decent quality of life, right? So if I go and turn this on, whenever we scan an anomaly, it'll go and automatically scan it for us, which is wonderful, obviously incredibly desirable, but it's not that much of a pain in the butt to go and queue those up. Much more significantly are the RC transports and automating that. So if I cancel, so I told you to go and pick up stuff over here and bring it home. If I cancel that, and if I turn auto mode on, then what's going to happen? They might be emptying right now. Yeah, transferring resources, but they will automatically go and harvest all the resources. So I don't have to squint for it. I don't have to queue up more things. And what this does, and this is, I mean, it is still kind of a quality of life thing, but really because it's so tricky to keep an eye on that thing to find the next resource, a lot of times you don't use your transporter to the maximum potential, certainly not when you're starting the game. So by unlocking, because you're not like realizing this is an important and powerful tool. So with the automated, it's great because it basically solves our metal problems at the start of the game. And it also helps that we did apparently find some more metal finally, which is great. My seeker, I'm going to tell it to come down sort of here. This is going to be a little bit more centered up in this area. And again, we're hoping that does go and increase our scanning rate. We're really not going to find anything there, but we're going to do it just to kind of complete the plateau. There's a tiny buildable area. Who knows what we might find? Armageddon. But a large meteor is on impact course towards a rival colony. Oh, good, a rival. Oh, oh, so we got nothing to worry about. The meteor was detected quite late, and the Church of Newark colony is helpless to do anything about it. We, on the other hand, are in position to collide one of our rockets with the meteor to deviate its course just enough to misses the Church of Newark. This will, however, trigger a meteor storm right above our colony from the debris of the blast. We can't stay idle and leave our fellow Martians to die. Fire the rocket, lose a rocket, and trigger a meteor storm, save the colony, or it will be destroyed? Oh, we have to help. It's a good thing we started with an extra rocket, because this is painful. We can afford to lose a rocket and really won't impact our game very much. We might end up buying one later when we got tons of money and we just want to keep doing like mega tourist stuff or something. But this is fine. The meteor storm is going to be more painful for us than losing the rocket. Let's do it. Rocket was quickly prepared and launched directly at the meteor. The collision altered course of the deadly meteor just enough so it collided in safe distance from the other colony. Celebrations due, but first we must brace for the meteor storm. So you better not be unhappy. Maybe it hasn't kicked in? I don't know. Like, seriously. All right, meteor storm over there. You know what I might... Maybe I should pull my drones back, because if they get smacked, it's very annoying. Or not my drones, my rovers. There's one landing here.
Anomaly found.
Oh, it does leave some anomalies behind. I forgot about that part. Dodge. Okay. Oh, right, and the automatic's back in. So, and sometimes it leaves metal or what's the other thing? Polymers can be left behind. But the anomalies are really good. That's a bunch of free research there. And that's actually, okay, this is actually working out pretty nicely. No complaints. All right, we found some new anomalies. Got the meteor storm. Live from that, logistics problem, and independence. Martian assembly. Build a Martian assembly spire in one of our colony domes. The Martian assembly requires at least 30 colonists. Only certain domes, like basic domes, can have spires. Yep. Okay, so that is the next step towards Martian independence, which I haven't really explored that much. Before recording the video, I put several hours into the game to poke around through the new user interface and some of those things, but I haven't actually progressed to the end game of Relaunched yet, so I'm very excited to see how that shakes out. We've got lots of room in this dome. I do want to go and start mining metal over there, but maybe we'll do that. What I should probably do is I should probably go and request another passenger rocket. I can't remember. Did I put a preference on no specialists and mechan. I think what I'll do is I'm going to do the thing where we don't have enough actually of the no specialist people. It's not being required, though. If I fill empty seats... Oh no, great, because the thumbs down is I'm excluding everyone. So let's not exclude anyone. We'll prefer no specialization because it's easier to meet. But we're also thumbsing up some other things. I can see there's a tourist there also. Okay, good. I had not cleared child and senior, which is great. We would prefer youth. Like youth is young adults over here. This would be, in fact, maybe I should thumbs it up. This is our preference, is to have youths because they will live longer, right? So this is going to be something we consider a positive trait. Sex, yes, please. Oh my God, I'm such a child. At some point, we'll probably remove the thumbs down on gamer, but for now it's handy and do that. But yes, then, oh, right. Tourist is a specialization, which we want explicitly thumbs down. We don't want a tourist at this stage in the game. And so that looks okay. So yeah, we're preferring no specialists, although there's only 8. And it's actually not even grabbing 8 of them, but it's probably, see, composed is actually good. Did we not thumbs up composed? We did. So it's interesting. Other people must just have more perks in their favor, but that's okay. Oh, it could be an age thing too, because you're an adult, not young adult is part of it, but workaholic, vegan is fine. Anyway, we'll bring you on the next one, I promise. So we're gonna launch anyway. I know there's not enough space. I might want to go and get one apartment building here. So again, with the domes, oh, I didn't research apartments. Okay, then I'll just do another living complex. That's gonna be okay. These complexes have higher comfort, which means it increases the chance that we get some bebes going on. We'll need some extra employment going, which actually it's got some interesting things. Now, at some point, like we'll have the comfort even with apartment buildings or likely some other stuff. Yeah, we'll have to unlock some things for jobs. Do we have the research buildings?
Warning. Meteor.
Oh, here, research is here. Yeah, research labs. And Logi Lab. Logi Lab is outside. Now, your colonists do lose sanity. Ooh, we're about to get meteored over here, which will require a repair. What was I saying? Yeah, working outside the lab does cost sanity. So we probably are working outside the dome, I should say. Cost them a little sanity. So it's generally something avoided. Dome at risk. It just takes some damage. Got a fracture. Repair that immediately. Let's put that highest priority here, just to make sure it is higher priority than the new buildings.
Cable fault. Warning. Pipe leak. A building has stopped working.
Oh! Okay. Okay. So another real bad meteor. You have no drone stuff. RC Seeker, come over here because you do act as a kind of antenna. We might have to assign some drones to you.
Insufficient.
We don't have a rocket. Ew, okay. The drone hub has no power, so the drones don't work. But I think... Ooh, no, this is like midnight. Okay, but... Oh, sorry. Right, the drones don't currently have the control in a sense, but they're still around until they need to recharge. No, because... No, hold on. Can I tell you... Hey, you don't have a drone commander. Are you literally just idle right now? So... Why... We have power in our batteries. So really, this should have power. Yeah, stored power 4E. Why doesn't this have power? There's not a broken power connection here. Right, between the batteries and this, there's no broken power connection.
Research complete.
Martian crowdfunding. Anomaly research, good. Let's see here. Unlock the machine parts factory. What's great about this is it just takes metal, and then it's also a good job, but also keeps a steady supply of things we need. Drone assembler we don't need right now. The battery optimization is quite good. It's a little expensive right now. The moisture vaporator upgrade is actually very nice. I'm tempted to get the machining though, especially when we build our dome near the metal. Now that's the water vaporator upgrade. We don't actually have the water vaporator yet, which I'm assuming is probably also under biotech. I'm not certain. We can always order some more prefabs though. So are you leaking power? Yes. To admit, I'm rather confused here. Dehydration. We're gonna lose some people. You're not doing anything. I cannot find any metal nearby. RC transport. Are you delivering? You are delivering metal. Why are you delivering metals here? That's odd.
Heavy drone workload.
There we go. Okay, thank you. Daytime just hit, so we got our power again.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration.
Yeah. They're gonna be fine, presumably in a second. We just need all these things to be fixed. And yeah, you have no drones just in case. And I don't think it's required anymore. As I said, I could have transferred some drones over now that you're here. Interesting. We're back in a power shortage. Are we consuming too much power in the base? We have more than one power network? I mean, this is still an issue. Tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know if this is actually going to help us. Oops. But I am going to get more of these guys. There and there. Especially since we might not be that far away from being able to make our own machine parts.
Milestone failed. Heavy drone workload.
Okay, power's back. And yeah, the oxygen and water leak is a bit of a problem. We do have the dome at high priority, so it should get first crack at power, oxygen, etc. Okay, negative power still. Although we're about to add more power, and that's been plugged. There we go. Now we're fine. So it was just this really draining everything. Holy cow. Okay, that was nasty. That was real nasty. You're still automated, so there's nothing, I guess, no anomalies to reach. So just center up so that you don't get smacked. We do have an anomaly on the ground there. We will be going to the other level soon. Yes, suffocating's bad. I'm not going to deny suffocation's pretty bad. It should be resolved now. We do have these are my oxygen tanks, yeah. Yeah, I might want more power accumulators. Because we have net oxygen generation. Okay, that was just... Everything about that was real bad. Okay, go and land. We should be okay. Food should be fine. This will bring a little bit of food with them as well. I think it brings 1 food unit per colonist. But our food production should overall be ahead. Oh, that's right. We're getting free science whenever we scan something, which is nice. Each new arrival. Yeah, you're happy we're bringing new people. Lovely.
Council session open.
Oh, and session open. Current laws. Now, we could open floor and we'd make people happy this way. It'd be nice if the church in New York had a thing, because we'd like to bring up their happiness possibly. Each new milestone. This, I think, yeah, this is a change. This prepares a new policy. You know what? I'm going to do this because it will, all it's doing is working to unlock a new policy. It doesn't do anything in and of itself. And if the faction's happy because I'm doing it, it's great. Now, I wonder if we have enough people. I don't know if we have enough specialized people, depending on the job, but we might be able to do some of the surface missions.
Research complete.
This will have to be refueled, but that might happen. New crops. Okay, new crops in the farms is a huge get. So now, oh, is it just cover crops? Was that the only one we unlocked? Okay, there's other techs. There's different techs for different things. Unlock new crops. Improve oxygen employees. Okay. Yeah, it must just be cover crops. Is the only one we did. It doesn't generate much food. It dramatically increases soil quality really fast and lowers oxygen consumption. I think I'll probably keep going with this. So we're going to do a couple of rounds of soybeans. Actually, I'll go and replace this with soybeans. I'm going to have to make sure and double check this in, well, ideally exactly 5 ticks of farming, right? So 1 2/3 full cycles over here should bring our soil quality up to 100%. And then I'll probably just set it to wheat to fire and forget, or we can alternate potatoes and soybeans. I don't know. One might have higher yield than the other. I'm not sure what the math is on that. Okay, that meteor storm turned out to be a little bit more dangerous. I mean, at first, less dangerous, less problematic than I'd hoped, and then suddenly way more. Okay, so my plan is to expand to a dome out here and set up the mining and production. We got to be careful about the science because there is a diminishing return. Collaboration lost 0. I don't remember. Does it describe it? I go and check. No, it really doesn't describe it because there is a penalty with running too many of these. Or actually, what I could do, we got 6 jobless. Let's just open a second shift at both of these. There we go. There we go. Double shift both of those. Collaboration loss. Now, that wasn't there before. I wonder, is it related to the second shift at all? Okay, second shift does lead to collaboration loss, but I'm going to say fine. And probably the second building as well. Maybe the shift hadn't started, so they hadn't calculated properly. Isn't there... I guess that filters... I think that's the dome filters, though, right? Inspect residents. Inspect buildings. Oh, yeah. No, I'm actually on the dome. There we go. Workforce restriction. Specialist on... Okay. I wasn't sure if I could put a preference, but of course it doesn't. We don't need to set a preference. People with matching jobs automatically prefer their matching jobs. Armageddon is the same thing. Following our heroic intervention, which saved entire rival, all other colonies sending us gifts of goodwill. Oh, gain supply pods with advanced resources and standing with other colonists. Okay, that's lovely. Thank you. Also, I have a rocket full of electronics. Is that one I ordered, or is that also what they're sending us, and not just supply pods? Oh shoot, there's tons of resources. Okay, this is I think that's the dust radius we're seeing. Ideally, what we do is just land it on the landing pad because it protects the dust. But I can just do one at a time. So we can land here, because we can dismantle this afterwards. No supply pod, tear that down. We even get some metal out of that, which is great. Once it's out of the way, we'll do the next one. And you over here are nearly done refueling. I don't know if I can land, yeah, where there's resources. This is going to have to get scooped up. That's fine. Okay, my Seeker, I'm going to go and throw it back down here to theoretically improve the scanning speed. I could just build a second landing pad, but I don't want to yet. Is there anything else I want to build over here? It'll probably end up just being more research. This might even end up being a little bit of the kids' dome. I don't know about that, because we might want some spires for this. But yeah, the idea is we're going to go and build even just a basic dome, because it does do a spire. And that's an anomaly. That's not a research boosting spot. But there's underground minerals there too. If we do this, I think we will be able to just barely get a mine that is within the dome radius and does work the thing. Because that's something you can do. Let's say if I were to do a metal extractor, like it's got to be on the deposit. The deposit radius is that inner hex. So I think this placement might be legal. I mean, push comes to shove, we can do that, and it might reach. That is. If I build it. No, that's definitely going to work. Okay, so what we actually want to do is we actually want to do a flatten operation over here. R and T. Right, we just want to... Oh, my fingers are in the wrong place here. Just make sure we get everything that might be an issue. And I think if I go here and go back, there we go. We get back to north facing, which is nice. We'll put down a couple of dumping sites here and here, so this debris has room to go. But what we also need is power connection. Looks like this. Ooh, no, here. This, and then let's say this and that. Oh, we'll put this low priority as well. And then part of the idea here will be a drone hub. You can see the radius of the previous drone hub. So we want them to chain. I'm going to do this. And again, for chaining resource, we'll put a universal depot right here, which is in range of the other drone hub. And does have I try to have at least 3 of everything. So it sort of pulls some resources around. We do, of course, because we started as a rocket scientist, we do have the ability to build the shuttle hubs, which are going to be very handy. But I'm just waiting because I don't know that we could sustain it. But once we get the second dome up, we'll probably want it then. And it's going to be really nice to have it that early because it's going to move resources around and also help us move people around, which is highly valuable. You're nearly refueled. I mean, we're going to want more than one fuel refinery, ultimately, just to keep this a little speedier. I don't think I've got a fuel storage thing, right? So let me go and build a little depot here with fuel. And what I'll do is I'll put a pool in here as well, since it takes 30 fuel to fill this up. We'll try to see about concentrating at least 30. I like to do this at each one of my launching pads. That seems lovely. Build that up, that's fine. We still haven't picked up all the metals here. Are we full on metal storage? Oh, we probably are. Let me get a dedicated metals depot. Near shore here is fine. We might even put a machine parts factory in here. Probably not, but let's just make sure there's plenty of storage for this. And actually, yeah, our little transport's just dumping things on the ground as well. Or here. There we go.
Research complete.
And that's going to have a place to put that. There's our apartment building tech. And, oh, farms increase comfort in all residents. I really like this tech. I like to have one farm in every one of my domes. You can, of course, specialize your dome, and we will. What was there was something related to what I just unlocked a second ago, which I can't recall. Oh, the apartments, right. So I might keep this dome with the comfort style buildings to encourage Martian-born rate. And in the mining one, where space might be a bit of more of a premium, that'll probably be a better place to put the apartments, is what I was going to say. I mean, yeah, still that metal. That is really funny. I mean, I can put it here. We can put it here because the dust won't be an issue. This is apparently within drone range because I think we will get told. And I suppose if nothing else, we do have the other little thing. Let's drop all those. We'll do the rocket soon. And yeah, we'll see if we can do a planetary anomaly with this guy. There we go. You're ready to launch. So we're going to go to planetary view. And some of these places, Project Purity, 6 scientists. I don't know if we have 6 scientists. Oh, this is an 8 of any drones, and it reveals some technologies. Let's go and do that. It sort of sucks a little bit to, you know, use some drones for this for a little bit. But it should be fine. Plus, we did just get some new drones from the drone hub. They come with a certain amount of drones built in. We just got to wait for that shuttle to, or that rocket to officially be gone. Come on. There it is. Perfect. Thank you. And this does reach here. We'll probably need another drone hub to reach everything. Let's let some of this construction catch up. And I did put it lowest priority, which is good.
Has arrived.
Okay. You got to unload the electronics and then get refueled, please. Free research. And then how are we doing down here? Not too bad. When we're done scanning the plateau, I think I really will want to go and build, either do the ramp, because I do love building ramps. Because they don't take resources, but they take a while. And it's kind of annoying to run cables down there. Because people usually yell at me when I build ramps instead of the tunnels. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tunnels are awfully cool. Makes me think of playing like Railroad Tycoon and stuff. I might, even though it overlaps substantially, I might want to go, just for now, put a drone hub right over here. We could tear it down later. I could also just, you know what? Hold on. Let me cancel this. Okay, I like this. What I'm going to do is cancel this. And I don't know how much flattening needs to happen over here. But let's just do a little area. Like so. And then I'll just stretch the cable out, and then we'll put a drone hub there. Because I think if I put a drone hub at maximum range of this drone hub, yeah, I don't think it'll interfere with where I want the dome anyway. Okay, yeah, you're ready to return. I guess I can just go. It just takes some concrete. I could put a second launch pad right over here. They built over objects. Oh, is that not actually flat in there? Here, I could put it here. Like, we might not ultimately want 2 landing pads here. But it doesn't really cost us much. What is the other option? Oh yeah, the trade pad. Don't tend to interact with too much. Let's go ahead and do this. Life gives you lemons. Enthusiast trait, that's the spirit. Moisture Vaporator upgrade is actually really nice. So we have 1 Moisture Vaporator right over here. We don't have the ability to build more. We could go and spend 2 polymers, give 50% more output to this. And it doesn't change the upkeep. So this is actually incredibly desirable to do. Yeah, 2 polymers ain't cheap, but it's going to be well worthwhile. We get more water production out of this when it gets built, which just means we actually have to mine a little bit less over here. Heavy drone workload, that's fine. You know, I'm recording this on November the 10th now. Technically about an hour before the game officially releases. I do keep meaning to check the workshop to see if, I don't know if modders got early access to the game or whatever. I'm just hoping the drone auto balancing mod, I would really like that to be updated. So that quiet hubs sort of pack up their drones, busy ones pull some more in. I think that's really, really high quality of life. I would love to see that as a tech to unlock too. I wouldn't mind. Like, I don't mind paying research for something like that. Just like paying research for automating the RC Explorers and everything, totally worthwhile. Speaking of, actually,
Heavy drone
why don't you come and scan this? You were set to automatic. The green light is still on. I'm a little confused. Well, there's a vista over there.
Sector scanned.
You know, what's worth considering? Should I build a dome here with the vista and the metal, and a separate dome here with the rare metals? Oh, I also have lots of money. I don't think we've unlocked the outsourcing tech yet. Where can we do that? Outsourcing. I would like, okay, so it's a prepare first. We're going to prepare that. I would love to be able to spend some of my money because I'm getting a bunch, because every time I research tech, I get some money. So what I'd like to do is send that money to outsourcing and get a nice little circle going on. Like how all the AI companies are investing in each other and all their stock value is going up. So then they're taking out loans and then investing in another company. So that stock values go up. So they take out loans and invest in the next colony, next company. Yeah, it's a giant stock price circle. I'm not gonna say stock manipulation circle, but yeah. And I guess the domes, even though the drones can only reach here, they don't actually have to get in the area to flatten. They only have to work on the edge. So I probably could have done the whole thing as one go. On the other hand, this is gonna be a little bit of a faster job. And then, yeah, we can make sure to extend the cable and get everything parked exactly the way I want. You can land there, which will give us some drones back, which is good. And theoretically revealed a bunch of new tech. See, Martian-born adaptability. These are the things that are amazing with our Martian-borns. Martian-born colonists graduate faster in universities and sanatoriums and have a higher chance to gain perks from schools. It's amazing. Also unlocks a large nursery, which is lovely. I love dome bioscaping as well because all of our smaller domes, basic, micro, and barrel, the barrel domes that we have now, have improved comfort, which helps to maintain colony happiness, but also birth rates, which is lovely. Right, we have a little research in low-G turbines, which I hadn't been finishing. We got some research there for free because I didn't have the wind turbines, but now we do, so we'll do that. I wouldn't mind unlocking a dozer. And that unlocks the construction. I think we could have... RC dozers can also be ordered from Earth. I don't know if you can order one as is. I don't actually have a shuttle at home. Or maybe I do. So did I get a free shuttle from completing that mission? That extra shuttle that landed with all the electronics. I wonder if that was just a freebie replacement, which I hadn't realized. No, so the dozer's not unlocked. And that is nice, because you set the dozer on automatic and it works on these projects over here. It's not required, but it does work much faster and doesn't occupy your drones, which might otherwise have some important tasks. So it is kind of nice. We don't have a little fuel pad over here. And okay, to connect the other dome, we're obviously going to need to route water and oxygen. And I mean, it could have its own little network, but we're not going to do that. But maybe I should just get another fuel generator here. I might leave this landing pad there. I wouldn't surprise if I removed one of these later because we don't really need them here and we might just want to free up the material. Machine parts factory is done. Lovely. Oh, the ability to build Stirling generators? Hello, hold on. Let's actually make that top priority. And what I might do with this dome, because I don't necessarily have huge plans for all the space in here, we could put Stirling generators inside. So Stirling generators, especially when they're open, are very sensitive to dust. And they don't operate during the dust storm. But you can put it inside your dome. You can also do that with solar panels. I've done in the past, I put down a dome that no one ever lived in and just filled it with power generation. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. So everyone should be fine and balanced here. There's a couple of empty homes. It's not much, but it's something. We'll probably end up building more homes here. And then the bigger research buildings. So it's only the buildings that are exactly the same, I think, that suffer the collaboration loss. So I do expect we'll probably end up doing a little bit more research in this dome as well. In fact, I should have built this research lab here with the plan that we might need to keep this. We might end up bulldozing it and moving it later. We'll see. Okay, water's there. Yeah, I do think... Oh, I don't have the plans for the fuel refinery. Okay. Fair. And actually, I do like, and I don't remember if this is the case before, where it tells you what category. It says it's hydrosynthesis in engineering. I don't know if it told us the category before. That is low G hydrosynthesis. I guess I missed it, but yeah, polymer factories and fuel refineries, both very important. I'll put it up. We might still do the low G turbines because they are relatively cheap to build. Stirling generators are a little pricier. Oh, we don't have anything set to scan. Okay. Well, the plan is going to be to scan down here. No matter what, that's going to be, these are kind of worthless areas, but we are going to want to scan everything right now. And since there's not really a rush, I'm going to go ahead and do that. We do have a shuttle that is ready to take off. Again, rather than sending you to Earth, Steele wants 4 scientists. I think if I send this, I don't remember if we get the note right away. And for payload right away, I suspect we just don't have it. We should cancel this. So I think it would instantly take off if we had it. So I'm going to cancel that. I could check my demographics somewhere else and it might be better. Project Purity, 6 scientists. That's clearly not going to work. 10 drones, we get resources. And Yukon, 10 drones and it reveals a breakthrough. We still have to research it. That is well worthwhile. Well worthwhile. Okay. Good. How are we doing over here? Oh, almost looked like a visual glitch, but was not. So we do this. I actually don't know if we need it quite that long. And yeah, this isn't going to interrupt their dome placement. So I'm going to do that. And then, again, a little universal depot over here. Perfect. And then we'll do some more flattening and then drop the dome. is. I'm not wrong, I don't think. I was thinking of, yeah. Oh, this actually is working better than I thought. Yeah, the range is actually really fine. I guess I was trying to, like, I was looking over here, maybe because I was trying to avoid the rocks, but yeah, this is clearly going to be okay. All right, great. So do that, and then I guess I'll give you the command to flatten this again. Here. Nope. Breakthroughs. Oh, we get to choose. Newly grown forest, chance to spawn vistas and research sites. That is really nice. Drones faster is always good. All colonists consume less food. Oh my god. These are fantastic. I mean, the designated forestation is more of a late game investment, and whether it's going to be important at that point, I don't know. Just your drones moving faster all the time, yeah, it's so much efficiency to your colony, but less food. I think if I make one farm per dome, which I tend to do because of the comfort boost tech, I don't think we ever run into a food shortage problem that way. And I can always make a dome that's a little more food oriented. I mean, it's nice, but I think because of my one forest per dome, I think I end up with lots of food. So I'm going to do the drones move faster, which is just going to increase the efficiency of everything. Everything. Anyway, let's start this up again. If you don't know, by the way, like if you just click, it ends this, but if you click shift click, then that's where you can like paint a larger area. There is a maximum size of what you can do, but it's pretty generous. So I'm gonna do that, and again, I'm gonna put this at low priority. If drones attached to this hub won't really have anything else to do, but the idea is if drones do have anything else to do, they'll do it first, because this isn't high priority. Because if you make this high priority, it's going to consume all your drones in the area doing this exclusively, and that could cause some issues. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and add the drones move faster. Do I want to move this up? Yeah, I think it's worth doing that. Plus, there's a milestone for revealing a breakthrough. Unfortunately, we didn't get it first. USA beat this to it. And it was just by virtue of the fact that we didn't run into a milestone. I hate not hitting all the milestone. Should we just restart? No, that's obviously crazy, but it's not actually that important. All it costs us is 500 research, but it's the principle of the thing. And yeah, it's just RNG whether or not you find a breakthrough. I think some of the starts, maybe some of the specialists, like I'm not certain. I feel like they have a higher chance of finding a breakthrough. Okay, you land, get your drones back, please. Thank you for getting me that breakthrough. That is a nice one. Nice. I guess I could have done that mission sooner if it was revealed. Okay, new laws can be passed. And yeah, I'm going to want to unlock outsourcing. It looks like people are relatively favorable to it. Perfect. So now in our tech, I can spend money to do this. And it's the same. It's $500 per day. Like I've seen the 5 over here. It's $200 per 1,000 science regardless of these ratios. So I'm going to spend $1 billion over here. Just $1 billion. Who cares? To massively increase our science rate for the next 5 days, and it's going to be well worth it. And we're going to get a little discount back because of who we are. See, transport was stopped for a second. You're all loaded in. Good. Very good. We'll probably put a bunch of metal depots over here for the mine. Faction on the brink. Unhappy. Build sanatorium spires to make them... Well, tough. I saved your freaking life.
Research complete.
Honestly, I'm very offended by the Church of New York. Sterling generator tech is great. I could slap a few down already, although our power is obviously okay. Even at night, actually, we've got net positive power because we did build a bunch of wind turbines. So I'll probably just slap some in the new dome, and we might fill in some gaps over here, but I don't need to rush. I'm really happy to have the Sterling generator tech because it's really important. But life from Mars, yeah, the new arc does want that. I mean, I could go and try to do that to make them a little happier, but we've got some important stuff in our queue.
Stopped working.
Not enough workers. I wonder if someone has aged out. I could free one worker from here. Can I increase, yeah, medical post. I'm going to increase your priority. There you go. So yeah, you can yoink some people. We got engineers working here. Yeah, we'll have to shuffle some of our pops around. There are mods that change the rate at which people move around and like kind of specialist match. I don't know if they're required anymore. The original release they were, and I think I still ended up running them, but I think the movement of pops is a lot more frequent. And we really are going to try to do specialist domes, and then what we'll do is we'll use these filter by traits to try to push the right kind of people to the right domes as much as possible.
Scan.
Thank you for the research. New anomaly. Yeah, it's scanning down there. Oh, that's on the high ground. Oh, how lucky. Nice. We did get a little bit more. All right, that's our underground thing. I might not interact with the underground. I'm not sure. A lot of rocks to clear, mostly in the drone hub. And it's taken a while to get there. You know, maybe, okay. If I'm going to build the rocket hub, I need more fuel generation. But we will probably build one soon to help us move goods around on the surface. Shuttle hub, rocket hub, and again, I guess the rockets are here, so I guess I'm looking to build a shuttle hub is what's happening. But yeah, we do need more fuel generation, which mostly means we need that tech to finish. Do I need the bioengineering? You know what? No, I do want it. And yeah, a little bit of excess food already, which is great. And we're just doing soybeans, which aren't even that food rich right now. Although admittedly, we don't have that many citizens yet. But yeah, I think our food situation is going to be a-okay.
Research complete.
Research complete. Drones fat. 40% is a lot. And yeah, it is a big bottleneck. A bunch of drones. Oh, right. I forgot I can't package these drones. Yeah, when this takes off, they'll be free. Because clearly there's some other places we might want these. We only have 2 there? Oh, right. Because we did take drones. All the drones are attached to this right now. And a bunch of them are idle. Oh, I think, hang on. Yes, I can do this. Okay, there we go. I forgot. I can't package drones from the rocket here, but I can go and move them to some other controllers. Might still end up with some idleness here. Yeah, a little bit. But we sent a pile over here, which is going to help build this faster. There we go. Same thing. Get you moving. Oh, and over there and over there. This one I'm going to keep here just because I don't want there to be a shortage here. Second home. People from another colony requesting permission to stay with us. Colony China forge strong bonds. Like to live here, at least come and go as they like. Welcome to stay, 10 colonists. Friends are welcome to visit as they like. All colonists gain 5 morale for 10 souls. Friends will be friends, but the colony security come first. All security officers gain the morale. I don't know how many of these we've got. Morale is good. Do we have the capacity to just absorb 10 colonists right now? I think what I'll do is I'll just take the morale boost. Anomaly analyze for some tech. Lovely. Engineering. Okay, this is now built. 6 drones, low load. Although they are busy, but they're not overloaded. And now this is starting to get worked. Perfect. All right, I'm really pleased with how this is going. I guess what I should do is I should put a cut in here. Seems like a good time for it. And yeah, next episode, I mean, maybe I overdid it, but I think we'll be happy having cleared this space too. And some of it is like, we got to take rocks away. Some of it we've got to put back. Mostly here, I think we're taking stones away. I might want to go and put a large dumping site or 2. I don't remember what's this? How many can this store? Oh, tons. Okay, we don't need that much. In fact, I'm going to go and immediately destroy this one. We'll do this. It'll be a little closer and should finish a little faster. So plenty of debris here, and this is going to keep happening. You know, I think I'll go and immediately build another dumping site. There you go, just to get it ready. Because the auto extractor is going to be running for a long time. This is a rich, like, deposit, or it's a deposit with a lot of water in it. Like, eventually the concrete's going to run out. And at some point, we do gain the ability to convert this waste rock into something else. But that is pretty far away. So right now, we're just going to be accruing a bunch of that stuff. How is this deposit? Yeah, we still have over 400 units in there, which is good. And we've got lots of concrete deposits around when we want to go and increase that. But right now, I mean, I don't have infinite stored up. It might not be a terrible idea to get a second one going, because it might bottleneck us faster than I expect. I think, and I really am going to end this episode. I'm going to put a concrete extractor over here. Go, and I'm just going to route the cable kind of awkwardly here, but we're going to do this. And then before I forget, I'll get a couple of concrete depots. Try not to misclick this time. And then let's do 2 large dumping sites. Let's do 1 large dumping site over here to collect the debris. Okay. So that'll be nice. It's in range over here. It'll slowly build. Because we're going to need some bunch of concrete for the domes and stuff. And yeah, we might just want to accrue some to spare. All right, looking good. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.